Hi, my name is Sarina. I'm a former ALT for the JET program. My home city was Portland, Oregon in the United States, so it was especially significant for me to be stationed in my sister city of Sapporo, Japan from 2007 to 2009. After I earned my bachelor's degree and master's in education, I was an art teacher living in Portland and struggling to find a job. One of my close friends had gotten a job in Otaru, and she was in the JET program. She was always writing home about it. She suggested that I become a JET because she knew I would enjoy it, she knew I wanted to teach, and she knew that I dreamed of living abroad. I applied and I was eventually accepted into the JET program. It was an incredibly rewarding experience, and I'm so thankful I had the opportunity to get to see Japan. Because I'm an artist, I had heard of the Sapporo Snow Festival, but I had never dreamed that I would get to participate or even just see in person these colossal, breathtaking sculptures. I went to tea ceremonies, went to the lavender fields of Furano, and I had many sightseeing adventures. When my mom visited, we took trains to see the native Japanese village of the Ainu. I was thrilled to visit art galleries, museums, and go to other art events, meeting artists and making friends with people who helped me have my own art show in Japan as well. I love to take to the variety of dances in Japan, and I loved watching the Yosakoi Festival. My Japanese-English conversation partner took me to see a free market in the park, which actually was a flea market. I have a lot of fun stories about pronunciation misunderstandings, often on my part, and cultural mistakes that led to hilarious moments that give me so many fond memories of Japan. As a writer, I continue to use my experiences of living in Japan in my writing, whether I'm writing a science fiction novel about what it's like to be an alien in another world, or it's a literal article talking about Japanese culture. As a teacher, it's my hope to pass on my enthusiasm and passion for living in another country and immersing oneself in a culture in a way that tourism can't do. My experiences teaching as an ALT in the JET program didn't just give me an appreciation for another culture, but it really gave me insights about my own culture. It gave me comparisons of what works in the public school system in other countries that we lack here, and as I continued on to be a public school teacher, this was especially relevant. Living abroad gave me a greater understanding of the way America functions in the world and how other countries see America and Americans, an especially relevant lesson in global politics that you just have to experience yourself. Part of my job was sharing my culture and breaking the cycle of xenophobia in Japan, but that was only 2 years of my life. For the last 15 years since I've left the JET program, the greatest impact is seeing how xenophobic American culture is and trying to break that cycle here. Being a foreigner who is struggling to learn another language taught me compassion towards immigrants in this country who struggle with language barriers. I'm so fortunate how many times Japanese people helped me find familiar landmarks and helped me where I was going. Finding myself in many situations where I was the minority gave me greater sympathy towards those in my country who are minorities. I wish everyone in this country could have an experience to be a foreigner, to be a minority, to be illiterate for a short amount of time, to really understand what it's like to walk in a foreigner's shoes. I made a lot of mistakes, a lot of cultural faux pas, but if I hadn't, I wouldn't have learned. It was an incredible experience living in another country and getting to really experience Japan. I am so thankful that I had that opportunity in my life. And if given the opportunity again, I would definitely do it again.